Good evening and welcome to another edition of HGP Sport. For today, I'm JADON Samuels. Thanks for joining us. Schools football. The Guyana Trade Wind Tankers Schools Under-18 Football Tournament, its second edition, will kick off this Sunday at the Ministry of Education ground. Ansa McCall has pitched in using its Lucozade and iCool brands. Here is that story. This year's tournament will feature 10 teams from around Georgetown, with the winner carting off $200,000 and a project of their school's choice. Annandale, St. Stanislaus College, St. John's College, President's College, Berbice High School, Cummings Lodge Secondary, Marion Academy, Lodge Secondary, Queen's College, and Charlestown Secondary making up the 10 teams. This investment adds to the overall process of strengthening local youth football and at the same time unearthing and showcasing the best talent. So says Petra Organization's co-director Troy Mendonza.
It's an investment that fits directly into the portfolio of a footballing nation, which is grassroots sport, which is setting a proper foundation for players at the school level. And in fact, hopefully some of these players go on to represent the country.
At 16 hours on Sunday, the tournament kicks off, featuring St. John's College coming up against St. Stanislaus College, and just after, Charlestown will take on Queen's College under the lights. Pledging Ansa McCall's support, Fariz Mohammed, non-alcoholic brand coordinator, mentioned that the company is pleased to be playing a part of Guyana's football.
This is the future of Guyana. Football has been growing over the years in Guyana, and we are very pleased to be on board. And under the brand's Lucozade energy drink, which is one of the best energy drink on the market. It's really good for consumption. It's healthy. It's a brain food as well. So we as a company endorse this tournament, and this is our second time on board. And just as we heard about it, of course, we confirm.
The top finishers in this tournament will head straight into the end-of-year Goodwill tournament that will include a school from Trinidad and Tobago, a hinterland team, and an all-star side. JADON Samuels, HGP Sport. Cricket news. Lower Quarantine are this year's CGI SPF Petroleum 50 overs champion. Samuel Gillis is following.
Junior Sinclair led Lower Quarantine to a commanding 201 win over Upper Quarantine and dethroning Essequibo to be crowned champions on Thursday at the Young Warriors ground. Lower Quarantine made 366 for 9, greatly helped by the hands of Adrian Sokwa, who scored 98 before wicketkeeper Jason Sinclair stroked 56, with the younger Junior Sinclair scoring 57. The runs were too much for Upper Quarantine, who could reach only 135 for 7 after playing with a shortened quota of players. Vorsami Primar led the team, who was fearless throughout the tournament, handing defending champions Essequibo their first loss in round 5 before gaining incredible momentum, which played a key role in their win. Upper Quarantine opener Alex Algo continued to top score of 56, but he found a little support as Sinclair returned to bag 4 for 39, putting a halt to the inevitable chase. Jason Sinclair took the most wicket in the tournament, ending with 20 dismissals. For HGP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
Still in cricket news, a T20 World Cup trophy is the only piece of silverware missing in the Australia's bursting trophy cabinet. Aaron Finch's team will look to make a statement in the series against Sri Lanka and Pakistan a year before hosting the global tournament. Here again is Samuel Gillis.
Australia kicks off its home summer game at Adelaide Oval on Sunday with the first of 3 T20 internationals against 2014 world champions Sri Lanka, with matches to follow on October the 30th and November the 1st. The host will then turn their attention to the 2009 champions Pakistan in another 3-match series starting in Sydney, Australia on November the 3rd. The series will give the team a preview of playing conditions ahead of next year's T20 World Cup in Australia and a chance for new players to push their credentials. The series would also give locals the first glimpse of former captain Steve Smith and David Warner playing a full international on home pitches since their ball tampering bans. The T20 World Cup trophy is the only piece of major silverware missing in the Australia's bursting trophy cabinet. For HGP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
Thank you very much, Gillis. Taking a look at sports back in the early 70s in Guyana reveals tremendous deterioration, lack of patriotism, and foresight. Several former national athletes spoke with HGP Sport. Let's take a look. These former athletes, mainly national footballers, has dubbed the yesteryears as Guyana's best era for sports, opining that there has been a significant decline in the interest and the togetherness that were once present.
We never had TV and phone, but the time about the natural city, we had cleaner trench, we had more playgrounds. I born and growing, St. Stephen ground is my original ground. And that ground always had a big stand for in case rain and sun. The ground always up to date. We didn't have cutting blade. We didn't have this big money, but we was more patriotic. So when you're talking about like being more interest and if the skill drop down, it dropped down so far because look, even this currently ground today is 2019. You ever travel? All these lights is like cream lights. No disrespect. You know, we there far, you know, I try to let the big ones say like, come on man, we look into ourselves when we compare, how we gonna meet some way and even get skillful if we people them is not skillful.
That brings about another question. From then to now, has the quality of football here improved or it has, dwindled?
To me, it is deteriorated a lot, in my opinion, because players played in that time with more sensitivity of the rudiments of a ball. Most of the players accustomed to playing table tennis. We came up in club like YMCA. So we knew about playing table tennis and boxing. So we know to jab a ball. You understand? We know to spin it. We know to jab it with spin, without spin. You understand? So my knowledge in the time grooving the football together with the movements of it and the thinking and the ability to build a game and get goals, right? From playing table tennis.
Making recommendations for the improvement of sport in this sports-hungry nation, the seniors highlighted that the recruitment of coaches across the board must be addressed. It was noted that present-day coaches are qualified on paper, but the former players who possesses the knowledge and experience of getting the job done on the field should be implemented into today's coaching system. Where do you see Guyana's football, let's say in the next 10 years from now?
Implementing the right technicians, tacticians, the groovy ones who know table tennis. I think we could go far. But it's imperative that they know table tennis.
But is this an initiative that has to be taken across the board, not only where football is concerned, but sports in general?
Yeah, every ball sport should have the kind of technique, right? Cricket, I feel that all these games, a man who knows table tennis and could know how to cover a ball, how to smother it, how to spin it, when to turn it, how to chop it, would master a cricket game, right? He would be a master at cricket as long as he's got the right timing, right, to play these shots, you see? So we football come more of a grounded thing, right? The better and you find the table tennis now on the decline. That's why football is on the decline, right? Because to the senior level, the average person in my time knew to play table tennis, either from school or from club.
The coaches them is not skillful enough for execute, and to me, all the foreign coaches them that come, I never see really must see one. I never see none of them that do and got good skill. Even if the teacher pump pen and paper. At the end of the day, on the field. So what I'm saying, if we don't check ourselves and go back to the old roots, and if the FA and them don't come and try for put aside certain things and look for the skillful ex-national players and them men who show the children them naturally skill. As coaches, we gonna end up taking people from foreign. Because they train them, the teachers them already fail, but they pull out themselves and they want to blame the train them. And look, by time 2019, we supposed to got all these grounds supposed to got more. You know, I ain't talking. We supposed to be more lightful. We supposed to got more stands. In the 70s and 80s, we call old time. These places was more modernized, like the whole of Georgetown. So I'm just asking them for put the money in the right way.
Jadon Samuels, HGP Sport. That concludes our cast for this evening. I'm Jadon Samuels, reminding you, as always, say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs. Good night.